Hey boys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Shaun career mode, and this is the start of the two games per episode. So yeah, I've cut these matches down to 5-minute halves, so to get the series done a little bit quicker. I know a few people have been wanting me to do two games per episode for my series, but it's only going to be for the Johnson career mode. The Beer Pro is going to stay the same because I play 20-minute matches, and you know, they're like 30 minutes, they're like half an hour games, so there's a lot of highlights usually. As we're taking on the Melbourne Storm in this round, I didn't actually see what round it was. I think it might be round 5, but hopefully we can further cement our spot in the top 8. I think we might be in the top 4. We've been going pretty solidly. Granted, it has been a little bit harder since going down to the 5-minute halves, just because there's more pressure to score. They're much tighter games, but we got off to a good start here. We made an initial line break, tried to set up Vadavai, but couldn't quite get the job done. As we put up a bomb and easily taken there. Absolutely shocking kick by the Storm play there, and we wrap around here. Tompkins gives us the ball. We just called for it a touch too late, and he couldn't get the pass away. Otherwise, try it untouched for us, but hopefully we can still make it happen here. As a nice little play across field is going to set up Dominic Peru, who's been in a bit of a try-scoring form lately. And it was a nice play. We ran a bit across field, but Tompkins was a good decoy play. He actually drew in the defense, and it was a simple pass to set up Peru. So get the first conversion of the game, which is nice. And once again, straight through the gap here, set up Vadavai again, and he's down the sideline. I don't know who's chasing him. It might be Duffy out there. I didn't see the team, but I couldn't believe that Vadavai just got run down like that. I was disappointed. It was such a nice play. We threw the dummy to go through the gap, and then just a simple draw and pass the fullback. But unfortunately, the Storm here with a bit of good field position. They're going to put in another shocking kick straight to our player, and we go on the counter attack straight away. Almost half time though. The time's ticking away pretty quickly, so if we want to score, we're gonna have to do something pretty special, and that's not a good play. Just getting caught with the ball straight away. So we still got maybe 1 or 2 plays left to make something happen. Is make a bit of ground here, and we're probably going to line up a field goal, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do anyway. It's about 50 meters out, and I think we're slightly against the wind, so doesn't quite have the legs on it. The accuracy wasn't there, but also didn't have the legs, so not the worst scoreline. 6-0 at half time against the Storm, who are very strong. They have an extremely strong side in this game, and right here, a beautiful offload by Billy Slater. We're going to miss Cameron Smith, and then Sam Tompkins just does the worst effort at fullback here. It was really nice play there. Good offload. Poor miss by Johnson there, but Tompkins had to come up with a tackle. Just couldn't do so. And the Storm are going to score straight away in the second half. So not a good start, but after the kickoff, pretty much they give the ball straight back. So a good opportunity for us to hit back and regain a bit of the momentum as we just do a play cross field there. Gets tackled. Second tackle here. Let's see what we can do. Big gap here. Straight up the middle. We pass it onto Peru again, who throws a silly offload. The offload might have been on, but it wasn't good execution, and the Storm race up field off of that. So just a few things haven't really gone our way this game, and as you see, only a few minutes to go, and the Storm have the advantage here. Beautiful little flick pass there back on the inside. Looked like Dane Weston just gets tackled before the goal line, and it's going to be hard to hold him out here. Big tackle there coming in. I think it might be Sam Tompkins making up for poor work in that first half, but it is going to be, who is this, Dane Weston? Yeah, it is Dane Weston to eventually get over for a try. He was so close just before, and just one of those times I was so frustrated. Like 10 minutes to go in the game, and this is pretty much sealed for them. Playing on the shorter lengths, it's hard to come back from a deficit when you're down like this. And once again, just salt to the wounds here. Marika Karabethi just straight around Tompkins again, who has had an absolute shocker in defense. He just got away from us. I thought we played pretty good, but the Storm got a couple of late tries and put the game to bed. So 16-6 in this game. Terrible completions. Hopefully we can turn around for this game. It is round 6 up against the West Tigers, so we're now in 7th spot. The Tigers are actually in the top 8 as well, so a pretty big game, I guess you'd say. It's only round 6, so it's not really not really huge, but you want to get on a bit of a roll and get a bit of a gap between the bottom 8 and the top 8, so you're not in trouble. So see what we can do. The Tigers, you know, they're a decent side. They're probably one of the worst rated teams in the game. They have Tim Simona on the bench. Can't believe that. Simona's like my favorite player. Obviously, honestly, in real life, Simona is one of my favorite players. I think he's a beast. But right here, we're gonna start off just absolutely great guns. Lola here it is, who's actually playing 5'8". We seem to switch from Chad Townsend to Lola here every game, and it's gonna work. Trumps here is a poor offload there, and good work by Mannering to brush up the first tackler, and Lola here just backed up and scored the first try. But yeah, Tim Simona, I actually remember him playing in the Queensland Cup for, I think he played for East, which is funny because he's now playing for the Tigers, because East are like they got the same jerseys as the Tigers, you know, they're the orange. But yeah, Simona was such a beast in the Queensland Cup, and I always thought he was going to be like NRL standard. He was just a standout, and you know, I was very happy when he eventually made his debut. Tigers aren't my favorite team, but they're definitely not my least favorite, so I was happy with it, and he's like one of their best players, honestly. But enough about Simona, enough about my man crush on Simona. But we're back to this game, and we're going along pretty nicely. Still 4-0. We actually missed that kick. It was shocking. We totally mistimed it. But Mannering straight through the gap here. We try to call for the pass, but unfortunately Nguama gets a hand on it, bats it down, and then we got called for a knock on. I thought it was a bit harsh, but right here we play across field there. We probably could have gone ourselves. We were through the gap, and we tried to set Mannering up, and he was over the line, got held up. And last play of the game here, trying to do something, and we're going to get the ball back here, but it couldn't come to us quick enough. And Curtis Sirenin, I think it was, he came up with a last ditch tackle. So starting the second half off poorly again, as you see. A bit of a trend in this episode. We just for some reason, the second half, the Tigers have good field position. Obviously an error from us, as Shaun gets an offload away there. Thankfully we were there to cover Robbie Farah. Farah's an interesting one. So like, I don't know what's going on with Farah and the West Tigers, because obviously they've signed Matt Ballon, and I mean, they don't want Farah, which is hilarious to me. So I don't know if they're gonna actually I don't know if bloody, what's his name, dickhead, Jason Taylor's gonna play Farah, as Johnson straight through the gap and bang off the right foot there. Totally beat Tedesco, who was coming across, had the pace on us, but that was just a really good little bit of passage there for Johnson. He made a break down the blind side. He was covered up by Tedesco, but this time made to look pretty foolish right there, and streaks away for the try. But back to Farah. So yeah, Jason Taylor it is. I don't know why. For one, I don't know why the Tigers hired Jason Taylor. I mean, Jason Taylor, for fuck's sake. But you know, he doesn't want Tedesco. I mean, we can't speak. Like, look at this. I'm trying to talk about real life, but Johnson is just making it too difficult. That's some special play right there. It was big Vadavai. I think it was Vadavai, or maybe it was Fusatua. I think Vadavai's on the other wing, but Fusatua, I think it is, gets away here. We back up, and then we sort of missed it up. We missed it up a bit here. We struck off Sirenin, but then we sort of backed up, and we just put the big fen into Tedesco as well, who's had a bit of a shocker in this second half. So we pretty much sealed the game right there. That was just amazing work by Johnson. But yeah, so I'm interested to see what they'll do with Farah. I'm assuming they're going to play him, because obviously there was big dramas whether he was going to find a new club or whatever. Pretty much no club could afford Farah, so, and the Tigers still have to pay him big bucks, obviously, so it'd be ridiculous if he's playing for like the lower grades. So, but I don't know what they're going to do with Ballon. It's very weird. I just don't know what they're going to do there, because I mean, Laurie Daly's also come out and said that Farah is going to be the New South Wales hooker, I'm pretty sure. So it'd be pretty hilarious if Farah is playing like New South Wales Cup and then gets selected for New South Wales. I'd find that pretty funny. But last play of the game here, we're trying to set up something. It was a pretty nice play, pretty ad-lib right there. But we're going to finish the episode off strongly. A pretty convincing win over the Tigers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.